Hello, I'm EnterElysium. We're back in XCOM Long War mod. And we've got a couple of things going on. So 2 days time, we've got some laser cannons, 3 days time, we advanced body armor, 4 days time, cybernetics lab. That we can get some mechs going on, that'd be kind of nice. 4 days, more laser cannon, and then, you know, many days after that, we get a gene lab, we get a laboratory. We've actually got to start thinking about stuff like a Sci lab and all that. So actually, let's look at facilities. I kind of want to build a Sci lab pretty damn quick. Can I build one right now? No, I need the research, so that's going to be fun. So looking forward to that. One thing I can do is if we go and build by items, I think there are a few items I actually want to get. So if we have a quick look down the list. It's not reinforced, that's, yeah, damage reduction. I don't want that actually, I want HP. In theory damage reduction is good, but like it's better in normal long war. In Red Fog it's not quite as good. I'd rather have what is it? Alloy plating, is it called? Yeah, there we go, alloy plating. This list is not in alphabetical order because reasons, I don't know. But we need to manufacture, I think, 2 of those, which would seem a good bet. What else can we do with? I'm also going to buy 1 phalanx armor just because I want someone who can, you know, wear light armor sometimes, maybe. And beyond that, I think we wait. Do we have an alloy belt? Did I get an alloy belt for our mech? I don't think so, actually. Because we don't have a number next to it, and it would have a number if we had one, so we'll also need an alloy belt. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking also if we look at our soldiers, not that one, that one. If we maybe buy some rookies, we can get up past this. I think rookies also count as a rank. So in theory, maybe that would push it past. We desperately need the extra squad size. Like, crazy important. So I'm going to buy 5 more rookies. And that'll push up to 61, which is, you know, a nice number. That said, we could also do buying field officers because that increases experience. That's the perk that gives you major, I think. And that will allow you to get higher experience on missions. So let's scan for activity. Nape of the Earth Raider. So that will be landing. So what can we scramble? We'll go and then we'll just leave, right? Apparently in Long War 13 they still, I thought it had been, you know, fixed, but apparently you can just turn up and then disappear immediately like a bot and it'll count panic reduction. But in Long War 14 that'll change, so
we lost the bubble.
You actually have to hit them, which is what I've been doing so far. Apparently that is good enough. So we need to send the Sky Ranger to this raider. It's a landed raider. It didn't seem to come for any mission whatsoever. So, you know, there's always a chance it could be a ambush. So that would be fun. But we desperately need to, you know, get some guys leveled up. And in a few days' time, we'll also need to do a scan for Exalt because, you know, Exalt are fun like that. Yay! I'm really looking forward to that. Ugh. Right, so let's outfit, standard outfit for him. Michael Stubbs gets, ooh, nice 120 aim, that's decent. Lock and load and all that. What else have we got? We've only got 1 officer, Sakagawa, so Sakagawa goes on the squad. Who else do we have? 1 medic, I think. Now, is a raider, so that generally means only 1 rookie. So let's grab best scout. Who else is there? Can't take Cash Lord. That's Lord Assassin. So actually it should be Agent Cash Assassin. Interesting how like the overflow's gone there. We definitely need a Rocketeer, and I think you're the only one with Heat, Cave Devil. These guys won't have Heat. Heat's a Lance Corporal perk. So that's Cave Devil. Let's take Walking Eagle. Nice leveling up there. Now, one issue we do have is that's already got 1 specialist and 1 Lance Corporal. It would be risky pushing it further for a recruit, but I think we have to. I don't think we've got real choice here. The alternative is ignoring the UFO, but I think we do actually need to try and, you know, get someone up through the ranks. Which kind of sucks. Oh well, let's take... Let's actually take Hawk Gaming. So, like, even if something goes drastically wrong, like, Hawk Gaming is actually closer to going up a level than a rookie would be. Actually, no, I think they're about the same distance away. But it means we can have a slight bit more firepower if things go sideways. So we've got 2 specialists, and, you know, specialists aren't actually all that good. So, you know, that'll hopefully do fine. So, loading out Sakagawa, we of course want to go with a heavy rifle and want to go with scope, because, you know, what else would you go for? We could give him extra armor. That's something, you know, we could go for to get him to 10. But, you know, ultimately I think maybe there are better options. If we have a quick look. So like a spare medkit. Maybe even a laser sight would be useful on him. But, you know, we'll consider our options. I think you have ability... Yeah, you have battle scanner, so you don't need to carry a battle scanner. So, Malice Draco, you're going to get yourself... I think you're probably going to be the shotgun for this mission. Because I don't think we have a dedicated assault. So grab yourself a scatter laser. You'll also need a pistol to make up for that. You will need ceramic plating to get you to 8, which is a shame. But at least you still have a decent move. Then grab yourself, I think a chem grenade is probably a good bet. Yeah, you definitely need to have a backup weapon as well, though. So grab yourself a laser pistol. Right, let's move on. Cave Devil. Obviously going to get all the stuff to help boost those rockets. 99 aim, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. But also, one of the few Rocketeers who can actually do with tack armor. Otherwise, the Rocketeers tend to end up with basically 0 move. But in this case, you know, kind of works. Now, we do have enough spare scopes that we can actually start fitting out people like Hawk Gaming with scopes. 100 aim. Hawk Gaming, however, does not have the all-important heat ammo. And that is a problem. But, you know, hopefully we'll get by. I think Hawk Gaming is going to have to risk it at 5 health. I don't think we can do something like that. That's only 6, it's not great, and it's 10 move, which is just atrocious. So Hawk Gaming is going to be risking it. Watam Eagle. Now, thankfully, we have some alien grenades, so, you know, no longer is the grenade thing useless. Taking a flashbang for extra long-range throwing, I think is fine, because, you know, engineers get extra 20% throw distance. The health worries me. But I think we need the ability for the engineer to start spamming stuff. We could put a ceramic plate on to get to 7, but I think the engineer needs to be able to chuck everything. And let's check. We have 1 flash, we have 1 chem. That's not good enough, but we do have a battle scanner sitting here that we don't need. So let's trade that out. I think an extra flash is most important in case we end up with a bunch of berserkers. Because when that happens, I tend to go, ah, no! And then die. Although possibly maybe a little bit more emphatic. Like, oh god, we're all going to die. We could change out the health, and I don't really want to change out the health if I can avoid it. That would be pretty silly. I think maybe taking a point of health off Sakagawa to go and get a chem grenade might be useful. Just as occasions when you need it. And I think that's the team. I think that's going to have to do. It's not great, but it's all we've got. Forest with heavy vegetation. Bender Rodriguez is back. And Bubbles Smith is back.
Dropship has arrived.
I'm trying to remember this one off the top of my head. Can't remember it. Oh well.
We've tracked the UFO landing site.
It's not Mexico, mate. It's actually somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, I believe. It's kind of a lot of trees for that. Maybe they're a special type of tree that can grow in the ocean. Maybe it's a special type of earth that you can find on top of the ocean. Although generally I just call that land. So there is meld around as well. Oh, we're landing very close. Oh, bloody hell.
This is Big Sky. We're in position near the enemy LZ.
Okay, that's the edge of the map, which is good. I like that, especially on, you know, something like this where I've not got the perfect team. It's a little bit on the risky side. It's got to be said, this is not the my favourite loadout. Now, I did play this map about a week or so ago on stream, and we had problems because we just got jumped on from every side. So this is something I want to be, you know, somewhat careful about, but I do want to try and get meld if there is meld available.
On the move.
Okay.
No need to ask twice.
Okay, so I think we're just going to move everyone up to there, and, you know, hopefully not trigger anything too you know, cray-cray. I sometimes dislike myself when I use terms. I dislike using the term cray-cray. I don't know why I used it. I apologise to everyone. Okay. What an eagle.
Okay.
Up you go. Hawks Gaming.
10-4.
Get yourself up there. Wow smokes. I think getting in the middle is a good idea. Is there something there? Oh no, it's actually just, it looks weird because there's a tree stump here. And Sakagawa.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Bunch of Overwatches. And what's next? Are there any aliens waiting to devour us? Is it an ambush? Or are we okay? There will of course be 2 outsiders in the UFO, although we might actually start getting sector commanders. We've actually started seeing them. And sector commanders generally mean crashes for me. I mean, I've been talking to Marbazir and saying, you know, I think sector commanders are actually responsible for a lot of the crashes I'm getting. And he seems to agree with me. So yeah, sector commanders. The bane of our existence. Guess move to there.
Commander.
I'm expecting to trigger pods, but no one as yet.
I'm rolling.
Okay, Michael Stubbs. Do it. Okay, no one? Yeah, I'm not complaining. Just, you know, a crashed UFO with no one guarding it. Go for it.
On my way.
I'm fine with that. I'm cool for that.
I'm rolling.
Ooh, I'm not going to go for the full extent of that run. That would be silly.
Solid copy.
I really do need some gunners, but unfortunately all of them are in the sick bay for a very long time. Ow. I might end up turning them into mechs. I think gunners get turned into Goliaths off the top of my head. That could be really wrong. I'm really bad at this mech thing.
What the hell was that?
I really wish they'd just keep the same names. This is a gunner mech. This is a sniper mech. But Goliath mechs are meant to be like some of the tankiest, so that wouldn't be a bad idea. Now we're going just bang straight across here to this meld because, you know, meld's right there. Got a lot of high cover. In theory, it's an okay run.
Visual on the good. In sight. Engaging.
That's a berserker. Okay, this looks like an ambush to me. Yep, this looks like an ambush to me. That's a lot of guys. Three mutants, a floater, a berserker. It's a very healthy berserker. And we don't have CCS. Do we run it? Do we run it? Like, I think we'd be fine to disengage. I think it could be done. I don't think there'd be any real drawback to it, other than the fact that, you know, we miss out on some stuff and the council dislikes us and the cat's attacking the microphone. Oh god! Is she trying to tell me something? No, apparently not. She's just walked away. So, I really don't know whether to fight this or not. I could debate this for a while. Let's just have a look at our layout, right? So we need to go to cover. Sakagawa would probably go to cover here. It's high ground. We need a chem grenade thrown. I guess Sakagawa could probably get that. No, I think he wouldn't get range. The berserker would probably come up here. We need to pull... Yeah, we need to pull Hawk Gaming back anyway. No, I don't think we can fight this. Not with this team. I think we have to pull out. I don't think we can take this fight. I'd love to. But this is only the first pod of many. And if it's an ambush, there'll be many pods.
Position confirmed.
So let's fall back. I could fire at the berserker, but that would just get him to charge at me. So that's just a stupid idea.
Aye, aye.
Malice Draco's probably going to need to stick around to maybe bait Overwatches. Cave Devil falls back. Sakagawa falls back. Wild Player falls really far back. Watum Eagle... Like, in theory, we could leave Watum Eagle and use Watum Eagle to flashbang the Berserker or whatever. Just slow the Berserker down. But it's not really necessary, and it puts Watum Eagle in a position that, you know, Watum Eagle doesn't need to be in. It's just unhealthy. So I think what we'll do is probably pull Watum Eagle all the way back to here. Don't trigger pod, don't trigger pod, don't trigger pod. Good, okay. Now we just need to sort out our sniper. Okay, so Malice Draco, not a sniper, sorry, our scout. Like, we have a Rocketeer here, so we might as well have someone level.
Moving to position.
And we'll put Chem here anyway. And then we just need to strategically pull out. I think that's just going to be a bunch of Overwatches. Like, there's no point firing a rocket. Like, we could do damage to the mutants, but there's a risk we'd hit the Berserker and the Berserker would run at us, and that could be dead people. So, I think it's just a bunch of Overwatches. You missed? Really? You had a very small chance to miss. You've got 120 aim. Now, the possibility is if we do really well when we're falling back, we could turn to re-engage. It's unlikely though, we run out of heavy cover. And this Berserker has a lot of health. And then we've got to remember we'd be going uphill against mutants in high cover. Okay, so they're moving in. That's fine. It's a lot of Overwatches, but I think they're probably... That said, they are a bit close. It is risky, but I think, you know, we have to do it. I don't think there's any other way of really disengaging in this circumstance. And I think Malice Draco all the way back. Can we get all the way back with our Rocketeer? No. Right, so we're going to have an extra turn. Which means we're going to have to flash the Berserker. Flashing Berserkers, guys. It's a thing that happens. Just long war things. That's just like a hashtag. Just long war things. I think we have to pull back to here. I dislike it because it puts us right next to other guys and it makes like a great grenade target, but I don't think we have another choice. Again, lack of options. That said, there is medium cover here. Yeah, it might be medium cover. So lightning reflex procs. I'm just hoping we don't get hit. Our scouts have an atrocious record when it comes to dodging out the way of plasma fire. They tend to mostly dodge into the plasma fire. Okay, so we triggered 2. Okay, so that means there is 1 left, and it could trigger when our Rocketeer leaves. Hopefully not.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Can you still only see the Berserker? Okay.
Moving out.
Oh yeah, he didn't trigger Overwatch. Good! Oh my god, so good. Right. And you can't actually hit anyone with a rocket. Well, it's possible you could take out the Berserker, but there's no sense risking it whatsoever. You can make it in 1 turn. Yeah, you could make it back next turn. So that's fine. That said, there's no point risking it. Might as well bring you further back. Like, you have nothing to add to that. We need someone with a flashbang. But other than that, you know, there's nothing to really add to what's going on currently. Oh, that's annoyingly close. Oh, Watum Eagle. Nope. Okay, so someone needs to get closer. Probably use the medic. I really want to swap the places. Can I? I wish I could, like, right-click on each of them and then get them to swap places. This really sucks. Alright, how am I going to do this? It's a 55% chance it could probably be a kill considering the crit. We are in low cover and fairly close to the front though. Here, we could easily trigger a pod over on this side. So I'm happier staying where I am than risking triggering a pod. How do we pull out of this one? Well, Sagagal's got very little to do. He can see two guys. There's no real point being there for that one. Okay. Cave Devil has no purpose being around here, so move Cave Devil to here. Watum Eagle has a great move range, so Watum Eagle can go here quite happily. Flashbang the Zerker. Okay, the Zerker is now flashed and cammed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we are fine. I think what we will do is we'll take a pot shot at the guy closest to us. Nice. Hollow targeting. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. How did that literally just stepping out of cover trigger those guys? Oh, we played everything perfectly. We played everything perfectly on that fallback. Oh, you are shitting me. You are shitting me. Is this really how it all ends? Heavy floaters. You have to be... Oh my god. Heavy floaters have alien grenades and they just spam them, right? It's stupid. And they come in pods of like many of them and they just tend to spam loads and loads and loads of grenades all at the same point until someone dies. They are honestly pretty broken. We've got Watum Eagle who has grenades, so in theory we can blow up the corpse of grenades so they won't get the research bonus, but I don't think that's a luxury we really going to get. Grenade! See what I mean about grenades? Malice Draco's dead, because we're not going to be able to wait. We can't fight this. Like, there is no way on earth we can fight this. And he's overwatched him while Scout's dead. Seriously, why is it Scouts? Oh, this is not an Overwatch. We're going to have to run 2 Overwatches from guys with, like, super heavy plasma weaponry. We're also going to have to kill our own guy with a grenade. Right, so it has to be here. This is the only place we can get into the extraction zone. We are suppressed. We're going to have to run a Fuck. Oh, just... Sometimes, seriously, sometimes just fuck this game. We need to run to there with Hawks Gaming to be able to use a rocket. Nope, Hawks Gaming's dead. Okay, well, we're going to need to use Michael Stubbs to clear the Overwatch. Okay. You can clear that Overwatch. No, we can't. Apparently, we cannot see... We cannot see that heavy floater because... Reasons. Seriously. Seriously, sometimes. Fuck this game. We're going to need to run Sakagawa to here. It's going to trigger. It's a miss. Okay, cool.
They're shifting their attack.
Fuck this game.
Okay.
Moving.
Watch me, Eagle. We might be able to blow up the corpses. I think we might be able to blow up the corpses as we leave.
I'm on the move.
Please don't get hit. We don't have enough explosives to kill everyone.
Whoa.
Oh, good, right. Okay, okay, okay. That doesn't get our corpse over there, but this will get our corpse down here. So, blow up Specs, Hawks Gaming's body. Does that... I think that counts as... I think you can kill... No, okay. I thought you could blow up their body so that they didn't get the bonus. Like, you know, how you stop a zombie from forming. Oh, well.
I'm on the move.
Oh, shit. You're kidding. Oh, I can't believe I clicked that. And I cannot destroy this. The aliens are going to get him alive.
Eat this.
I hope it scatters. No, no scatter. Okay, so the aliens have got one dead person and one live person. Again, we've lost another scout. I don't think there was anything we could have done there. Like, literally, I don't think there was anything we could have done, barring not go to the mission. And, you know, how are we to know it was actually going to be... This is definitely an ambush. This is 100% an ambush. Look at that. Where did all this... This is the first time we've encountered heavy floaters. And they flank us on the retreat. Midway through a move. And not from because we moved, because we took a shot. Honestly, this is possibly some of the biggest bullshit of Long War. And I think this is something we can't come back from. We've lost another 2 guys. And so far, we've been having problems actually just trying to get the last squad size upgrade because of the bullshit way it unlocks, which is, you know, cumulative ranks. And if you're doing poorly, you don't have cumulative ranks, so you cannot unlock stuff. So you fail. I honestly think this is the end of the entire series, because in addition to that, they're going to get a dead person and a live person, which is a load of research for them. And the aliens research, I think it's bugged, either that or it's going to get nerfed next patch because it's unfair. One of the two. I think it's a bug, it's too high. I think I recall someone saying it's bugged, it's too high, they're reducing it. Not, they're reducing it to make it fair. It's actually going down in Long War 14 to a quarter of its current rate, which is why we've had problems, because, you know, I let them have a couple of kills early, and it drastically increased their research rate. So yeah, this is going to cause them to go crazy. We cannot fight what we currently have. We cannot fight these. We cannot fight, you know, even that pod alone. I think this is the end of the series, which is a shame because we're just about to unlock mechs. Admittedly, I've learned a lot, but still, I seriously think this is bullshit. This sort of stuff. There was nothing we could have done about this mission. I really don't think I would have done anything differently on this mission. If we'd had, you know, newer stuff, we'd had, you know, carapace armor, or we'd had pulse, or we'd had mechs and psionics, maybe. But I still don't think we'd have got all of those unlocked by now. I don't think we'd have got all of those unlocked. We could have got maybe some of them, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't think we'd have got all of them. I honestly think this is bullshit, and I think this is the end of the series. I think I want to run an extra XCOM series. I do want to run another one. I'm running one currently on my Twitch, which is going a lot better than this one. But I don't know if I want to go straight into a new one. I think that there are some aspects of Long War that just make me hate things. Like, heavy floater grenades are a start. I mean, that wasn't a terrible sign. Like, just one grenade wasn't terrible. I've seen much worse. But this sort of... like, you can't move from the spawn point. And, you know, we take a shot and suddenly we are flanked by 4 heavy floaters. First time we've actually seen heavy floaters. Berserkers with that much health, especially in Long War 14 when they can jump. Like, yes... Alright, here we go. Berserkers could be easily kited. You go up some ladders and you block the ladder and they can't get to you. So Long War 14, they're getting the ability to jump. So they just jump to you, which I think is fair, right? Because they basically, you have to game the system to beat them. And I don't like gaming the system to beat something. I like, playing a game. I don't have to game the game. The game is, the game. I don't have to game the game myself. But they are too strong, which is why you have to game the system currently. And people are like, yeah, it's fine, you just game the system to beat them. But it's stupid that they're fixing them. You can't game the system then. It's like, actually, I think that's completely the wrong way around. I think they shouldn't be this strong, but you shouldn't be able to game the system. You should actually, beat them, normally. You shouldn't have to, like, find a ledge, go up a ledge, stand in front of the ledge. But yeah, this is bullshit. Like, seriously, fuck Long War.
Damn it, missed the target.
Central, we're pulling out.
And this is the end of the series. No, we cannot go on. We've been coming back from some early mistakes, and we've been doing fairly well. But as shown, even coming back from early mistakes is impossible in Long War. And this is kind of a problem I have with Long War. Long War makes the game a lot more involved, takes a lot more time. But unlike a game like Dwarf Fortress, where inevitably you will kind of lose. Actually, in Dwarf Fortress you can get into a state where you're like, oh, I'm fine, this is boring. But it's not as fun to lose in XCOM. I think that there's something drastically wrong there in Long War. I think there's a key element that is out of place. It's a brilliant mod, don't get me wrong. It changes a lot of the puzzle game elements of XCOM, which were kind of bullshitty. Like, oh, there's 3 abduction missions. Which one will you go to? No, I'd send 3 squads. I'd have a bigger team. The aliens aren't going to go, we'll launch 3 raids all around the world at all the same point, and they'll only come to one of them. No, because that's bullshit. This is how like Long War changes it, right? Long War makes it so you've got 1 mission at a time to simulate the fact that you could send multiple Sky Rangers. That wouldn't happen. 3 things at a time, and you'd be like, oh, I can't go. That's what it simulates. It simulates having multiple Sky Rangers, being able to respond to multiple threats. But the thing is that you are pushing your team to the limit. But the fact that it takes place over a much longer time means you get more invested, and then just being able to, because of the RNG, because you're so pushed to the limit by the difficulties of Long War, having little RNG moments like that, like I pop out of cover to fire a shot, I'm suddenly flanked, and I'm killed. Nothing I could have done. Those little RNG moments suddenly become defining factors. Even if you play well, those RNG moments can be defining factors. And I've seen really good players of Long War have, shut up Central, I'm talking, have like these little RNG moments that just throw everything out of whack. And the problem with Long War is it pushes you to your limit, which is great. But these RNG moments shouldn't be so RNG in a game that pushes you to your limit and involves so much time. The more time you invest, the more time it's just going to be table flip. Look, I've lost 200-hour gameplay because of an RNG moment, as opposed to I've lost a 20-minute game because of an RNG moment. Sure, you play poker. It's a lot of RNG in poker. Yes, you can play poker professionally, but still there is RNG involved. In a game which you invest hundreds of hours into, less, I think, should be required to rely on the RNG, and more, actually, you make a mistake, fine. That's the core issue, I think, with Long War. Don't get me wrong, it's still a brilliant mod, and I would never go back to playing vanilla. Like, don't get me wrong, it is far an improvement over vanilla. Vanilla had too many small puzzle game elements, like the 3 abduction missions, and also it became way too easy. And there wasn't much variety. And you had very small squads. And to a certain extent, actually, if you wiped on, normal XCOM, that was it. Because you didn't have a B team. In Long War, in theory, it's possible to come back because you do have a B team. In theory. But there are a couple of, I think, gameplay concept flaws in Long War. A couple of just flaws of the general concept. And that's one of them, the fact you invest so much time and an RNG moment can flip it. I don't know what can actually be done about that, right? That's maybe not the mod's fault, it's the fact that it's applying to the game and they can't have access to all the game files, and there are a lot of bugs from XCOM that become very evident in Long War, right? They're not Long War's fault in a lot of the time, they're actually just bringing them back from vanilla. And they're trying to fix those bugs, but, Firaxis hasn't actually made it easy for them. Which is kind of, weird, because Long War is actually the thing keeping XCOM alive right now. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I think I do want to do a second series on this, but I don't know when I'll start it. It might be tomorrow. No, it won't be tomorrow. It might be a few days. It might be a week. It might be 2 weeks. Because I'm just so salty about losing out when we were coming back thanks to a small RNG of I turn around a corner, oops, we're flanked by 4 guys you've never seen before, and oh, by the way, you couldn't take that Berserker down in 1 turn if you tried. So you're going to have to end up falling back. So we didn't really have a choice on that one. So that's so much salt about that, you know, I don't really want to dive in again and get my opinion coloured. Also, oh my god, going back to ballistics will drive me insane. Not looking forward to ballistics. Because that's not going to be fun. Yay, ballistics. But yeah, while we could carry on at the moment, it wouldn't be fun for me, and I don't think it would be fun for you, and it wouldn't be entertaining watching. Because right now, the aliens are ramping up their research again. We have heavy floaters, we have no way of combating heavy floaters. Yeah, we should have gone, you know, a couple of things first, whatever, carapace, etc. But now we don't have a choice. We're going to get carapace soon, we're going to try and buy carapace, we try and, you know, roll out carapace, but while that's happening, we'd probably lose a few more soldiers in the next few missions. The aliens will have gone, you know, far ahead in their research, we're going to lose dudes. That'll mean that we can't come back even harder, and it's hard enough to come back as we currently are. And for some reason, scouts really die. They seem to really die, like, a lot. A lot more than you'd think from just being slightly near the front of the line. So thank you to everyone who put your names in and so on and helped, you know, participate. I'm going to probably use a different system next time. I like the system as it is, but I think we can maybe improve on it. That said, I've been, you know, debating a couple of things. I've been debating switching over to maybe a Patreon system, because I've got to say currently, YouTube ads, for me, I don't know why, they suck. I have no idea why, but for me, YouTube ads are paying a lot less than they normally would do, and, you know, compared to other people. They really do. And I hate using Patreon. You know, I actually don't like using Patreon for quantity channels, and I am a quantity channel as much as I used to be something different. I am now a quantity channel. I don't like using Patreon for that system. But at the end of the day, you know, if I need to, I need to. And if we use a Patreon system, then I might end up being like, well, okay, you know, minimum Patreon donation, I can put your name into the pot, or something like that. So, we'll see. I don't like going from doing a subscriber, you know, just be helpful system to doing that, because it's, you know, taking away content. But, you know, I've got to do whatever it is to, you know, keep doing this, so I hope you can understand that. But, you know, I might not use it. I might just go back to the old system. I might do a different system where I get you to do a sign-up online or something. I don't know. I've got to debate it in my head, and that will be another thing that delays the next series. But I think this series has come to a close. XCOM needs you, no longer needs you, because we've all been killed by aliens, and they rule the planet. If you hadn't guessed, George Bush was one of them. Actually, no, he was probably a monkey. A chimpanzee dressed in a very smart suit. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching the series. Thank you for watching, you know, this episode. Despite the large amounts of salt, I would suggest you contact your physician. This amount of salt is unhealthy. And, you know, if you've liked this episode, which seems really weird to say after that amount of salt, you know, like it. And if you're not subscribed, then, you know, and you want to see the next series, consider subscribing. But I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do the next series. I'm gonna think about when I'm gonna do the next series, and, you know, give me some feedback on this episode. Give me some, you know, whatever it is. I mean, you could give me general advice, but I've really mean the general advice all the way through, and I think I know what I've done wrong. And the series on my Twitch is going a lot better, but I still think, you know, there are a couple of core problems with, you know, the Long War. I don't think they're Long War's fault. Like, I think, you know, a lot of them are. It's being ported over from Vanilla, and Vanilla being ported over into Long War. The very different way it plays out has, you know, made things a lot more exaggerated in a lot of regards. But yeah, if you've got any comments about, you know, would you like a new series? Would you not like a new series? Would you like a break before a new series? Can you not wait to the next series? Do you want any suggestions about how I should do the next series? Maybe I should do Not So Long War, which I'm currently doing on my Twitch. Or, you know, whether you'd like a full-on series. I'm kind of debating it. I don't really know. You know, Not So Long War is okay. But, you know, you don't get as many people. It's a lot more of a crashed, you know, run through. And, you know, there is a nice thing about having a nice long drawn-out series on my channel. It's kind of nice to have a nice long drawn-out series, even if it is annoying from a gameplay standpoint, to, you know, table flip and lose the entire series. You know, debate it. I really want to hear your, you know, your opinions on those ones. Especially those of you who have long war experience, or especially those of you who've been long-time viewers of this series, because, you know, those are, you know, people who have, you know, very relatable opinions to what I should do with this series. You know, people who know long war and people who know the series. So, yeah. It's a little bit unfortunate. I'm sorry, Malice, Draco, and I'm sorry, Hawks Gaming. Well, I think we'll end at the memorial. Malice Draco, 6 kills, 8 missions. And Hawks Gaming. 2 kills, 3 missions. GG guys, GG. Well, that sucks. Stay shiny, everybody.